Hey guys, what's up? Cece back with another video, and for today's video we are going to live the life of luxury and do a full face of luxury makeup. So if it's your first time watching me or my channel, just make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make sure you go ahead and click the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you can always be notified of all of my future videos because you never want to miss a single upload. You also want to make sure you're following me on Instagram at Camillia Yvette, and also subscribe to my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley Party of 6. So today is the day we're gonna talk about a lot of luxury, expensive makeup, you guys. I recently got this guy right here. It's the Gucci Natural Finish Fluid Foundation, and I got so many of you guys asking me to do a review as well as a wear test on this foundation. So along with the Gucci foundation, we also have the Gucci setting powder and bronzers that came out this summer. I have some Dior, some Tom Ford, some Hourglass, some La Mer. All of the players showed up today, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's start with the eyes. I'm going to take this NARS. This is the Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to add this to my lids. Now, you guys, luxury makeup, you know we love a good drugstore beat, but ain't nothing wrong with having a little luxury in your life. So if you like luxury makeup, you know, forget what everybody else is talking about. I see a lot of people like, it's funny because I'll see people on both ends of the spectrum. I'll see people who try to discourage people from using luxury makeup, and they'll say stuff like, oh, a $50 foundation, I don't need that. My drugstore foundation works just fine on my face. And it does. So does mine. But that doesn't mean you don't like a little luxury every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I'll say sometimes, I won't say all the time, but luxury products are usually made with better ingredients and they're better for your skin and all of that. So there are benefits to using more luxury products, but most of the time also you can get the same effect with drugstore makeup. So just keep that in mind. This video is purely for fun, purely for entertainment, okay? So the first product is this guy here. It's the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. We've rapped about this on this channel. I haven't used it in a while, so I figured today was the perfect day to break it out because Miss Natasha is expensive, honey, all right? She's very rich and expensive. So we're gonna take the shade Horizon, which is this one right here. Y'all know my favorite little orangey brown shade that I put in my crease, and that's what we're gonna do. A little bit smaller of a brush, so I'm going to take this Morphe R37 blending brush, and I'm going to take this red shade right here, and I'm going to add this just under that last shade that we used, right in the crease. I'm going to focus it more on the outer crease, but I'm also going to drag it in with the leftover color. You guys, this palette is so gorgeous. I'm just not sure how worth the price tag it is. Like, it's so pretty though, and the colors definitely blend out so seamlessly. Like, just look at that flawless blend right there. I love it. Let's move on to a darker brown. I'm gonna take this guy right here, and I definitely am going to stay in the outer portion of my crease. And I'm also taking a smaller brush as well. This is the Morphe, oh you guys, this one doesn't have a number, but it's just like a smaller blending brush. This one I'm not even gonna go all the way in. I'm gonna definitely keep in that like outer V area. are extra crusty. Let me use some of this stuff here. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Plus Nighttime Lip Therapy. I love this stuff. You guys, this Bite Beauty, all the Bite Beauty products are supposed to be vegan and all natural. Well, when Mark uses them, they literally make his lips swell up. Like, we had to go to the ER twice because of it. And even if I have it on my lips and he kisses me, it's like all bad. So I try not to use these when he's around, but he's upstairs. I just have so many of the Bite Beauty lip products because I love them, but we've literally been to the ER twice. If you guys watch our vlog channel, like, there's one of the instances is on there. It was right around Christmas time. It was a mess, y'all. But anyway, this is the eye look. I think it came out really nice. I love that palette. Again, I just don't know if it's worth the price tag that you pay for it, but if you're looking for a good expensive palette, the Natasha Denona Sunset palette is absolutely awesome, and you can just create so many looks with it. It's a neutral palette. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do liner, I'm gonna do lashes off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D. This is the tattoo liner in Dagger. I'm gonna use that, and then I'm gonna use these Cocoa lashes, and these are in the style Marilyn. These are bigger lashes than what I normally go for, but we gonna put them on and see. Alright, you guys, so our lashes and liner have been applied. They're actually super pretty. They don't look as big as I thought they would, so that's good news right there. Now let's move on to the face. I'm going to take for primer, I'm going to use my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer as well as the Farsali Liquid Powder Oil Balancing Serum. And I'm going to take both of those and add those to the face. I'm actually going to take the Farsali drops first. I haven't used these in a while, but I really do like these. But it's been a while. You just gotta be really careful because they will turn white and start like flaking off, and that's not what we want. So just be careful when using them. Gotta just try to pat them. There we go. Now we're gonna move on to the Tatcha primer. This is, we all know about this primer. It's one of our faves. Just really gives you a nice smooth canvas to work from. Now let's talk about the star of today's video. This is the Gucci Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. I got mine in the shade 330W, so it's medium. I'm hoping this is my correct shade. If not, we may have to mix it, but let's see where we are. It looked good on the website, but first of all, y'all know that can be deceiving. Second, I am never in a medium. I'm like a medium deep usually, especially in brands like higher end brands like Gucci or whatever. Y'all know they shade ranges don't be the best. So a lot of times, you know, I'm like medium deep or even deep. It's definitely has a fragrance to it. It's not like super strong like Huda Beauty strong, but it's there. So that's the first thing I noticed. But this shade actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna take this beauty blender and blend it out. I actually put on a lot of foundation, but it's okay. We'll make it work. You really don't need to put on that much foundation. That was totally unnecessary. Looks good. The color looks really good. Really, really good. Your girl is getting better with pulling foundation off of websites. Y'all, I used to be terrible at that, but I'm getting better at figuring out companies like foundation shade codes, okay? And trusting my instincts on the website. It looks pretty. First glance, it looks gorgeous. Wow. I feel like I'm a little surprised. Like, it looks really, really good. Definitely has that natural finish. I want to read you, let me read you guys the claims before we get too far into it. I'm gonna get on the Sephora website and read you all the claims. All right, so this foundation retails for $68. It has a natural finish and medium coverage. It says it's a natural finish liquid foundation available in 40 shades and developed for all skin types that can be worn in multiple ways for flawless looking complexion. It has, let's see, it's free from parabens, formaldehyde, sulfates, and triclosan, and it's also vegan and gluten free. Designed with a texture that blurs imperfections and make pores appear less visible, the buildable formula offers controlled coverage. This lightweight, silky foundation is non-greasy, easy to apply, and creates a visibly unified complexion for wear that is comfortable on the skin all day long. Those are big, big, big claims, my friend. But so far, it's coming through with them though. I mean, it's definitely very lightweight. It's medium coverage. 40 shades is actually not a bad range at all. I love the luxury packaging of it also. Y'all know I have become such a fan of packaging lately, and it's like heavy, it feels luxury, has that frosted glass bottle, like the pinky nude salmon almost top. Very, very gorgeous bottle with the pump, of course. And the finish is good. The finish is good. It's a natural finish. You can see that. I think my only obviously issue would be how it wears throughout the day. So that is definitely coming for you guys. It looks good though. Like, I'm looking at it now, at first glance, it looks pretty darn good. Just in case I wear it all day, pull this out. Just in case I wear it all day, and I do a wear test, it is $340. I don't even want to put on a second layer. I feel like I want to let it sit like this. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue on putting on the makeup, and we're gonna let this ride out. I am really happy with this, y'all. You remember when I tried that expensive ass Tom Ford foundation? I'll leave the link up here to the video if you haven't seen it. But that foundation, I just knew was gonna be the bomb.com. I spent like $90 on that foundation, and come to find out, I hated it. Like, from first glance, as soon as I put it on, I was like, ugh, this is not good. And it just went downhill from there. So I am so happy that we have a much better first impression with this one. So let's keep going. I'm gonna use the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade 3N, so 3 Neutral. And I'm just going to add this up under the eyes. Loving it right now. I'm loving this whole thing. We're gonna set that concealer with the La Mer, the powder. Y'all know I had to bring this out. This is like the ultimate, La Mer is the ultimate luxury brand. And expensive brand too. Well, it's my ultimate expensive brand. I should say that. I'm sure there's more expensive powders out there, but I think this is about my limit, y'all. So I'm just gonna take a little brush. This is the, what is this? Oh, this is from the brand Profusion, the drugstore brand. This is their flat setting powder brush, PD5. And I'm going to just grab any of that excess powder to make sure we are smooth under there. I have another Gucci product. This is the Gucci Beauty Powder, and it is just a nice face powder. This was okay for me. It's a bit dark for my taste, so I'm just gonna dab it onto the skin, and I'm gonna mix it with another powder. So I'm just gonna like dab it. I'm mixing it with one of my faves, the Hourglass Ambient Infinity Powder. And this one, it just really gives you that finishing look. I feel like it gives you a nice little natural glow, and I love it so much. Sometimes I'll put this on before, like my highlight, blush, and bronzer, or sometimes after. Today I just opted to put it on before, but I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but it gives you just a nice, really, really subtle blush. You almost shouldn't be able to see the difference, like very, very little, very subtly, because that's what it's supposed to do. For bronzer, I'm going to take this Tom Ford. This is the Shade and Illuminate palette in the shade number Intensity 2, and I'm going to use just the cream bronzer part. I'm gonna dab it on there and add it to the skin. Get the difference on the two sides of my face. Look how chiseled this side looks, and that side just looks blah, regular. This stuff is amazing. I didn't like that Tom Ford foundation, but this stuff right here, baby, this is good. This is good. And just to set that, we're gonna use the Gucci bronzer as well. This is the Eclat Soleil bronzing powder. I got mine in the shade number 4. This is definitely a bit on the redder side, so I'm always very cautious when I put this on. But it's very pretty. I definitely like to wear this with warmer eye looks because they complement each other so well. For blush, I'm gonna take this Hourglass blush. This one's in the shade Diffused Heat, and it's more of a pinky shade. I'm going to use this highlighter. This is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess number 3 in Mirage. So pretty, right? This is one of the most beautiful highlighters that I own. So pretty. All right, let's play with this lower lash line. I'm gonna take our palette back and I'm just going to run some colors on my lower lash line to balance out the look. So I'm going to take this little tiny like detailer brush here, and I'm gonna mix together the red and the brown color, and I'm gonna add those on the lower lash line, and I'm gonna end dipping it in the red because I want the red to just be a little more prominent. Alright, so now we need to do our lips, of course. I have been borderline obsessed with this lip liner right here. This is the Cork lip liner by Dose of Colors. But then we're going to apply the new NARS lip colors. So these are the NARS Air Matte lip colors. This one's in the shade Thrust. So pretty. It is so gorgeous, y'all, and it's about to go perfectly with this look. And last but not least, I'm going to take some setting spray. So I'm going to mix two of them. This is the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray by Hourglass. And I'm also going to take the Tatcha, the Satin Skin Mist. And I'm going to mix those two. And we're going to be done with this look, y'all. Look, I hope you guys like it. I am like really loving it right now. It is a nice bold eye. I'm loving this lip. I feel like it complements the eye very well, and I'm just in love with the whole thing. This foundation is so pretty on my face right now. Like, let me give you guys the tea later on as I wear it more, but as for right now, first impressions, this foundation is everything, okay? So if you're looking for a new luxury foundation to buy, definitely purchase that. Nothing that I use, everything else I use that I've used before and I've probably talked to you guys about before, but nothing that I use is something that I wouldn't recommend. I would definitely recommend all of the products that I talked about today. What's up, guys? So I decided to keep this makeup on for you because I love y'all so much, okay? So it is now 10:17 p.m. currently. So I've had this makeup on for about 7 hours and I wanted to get this much wear out of it just to see what it do, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm looking at it, obviously it's been 7 hours. Yes, I'm a little oily. I've eaten, I've drank, I've laid down. So the lip color is gone, but the foundation is still there for the most part. It looks like it did fade like right here on the nose, but other than that, it's still on my face, just very, very worn in. Obviously, I'm pretty shiny. However, this is a natural looking foundation and you guys know I have oily skin. So this is what we look like. I actually feel like it doesn't look that bad. Like, I'm going to show you the touched up version of it. I'm going to touch up my face in a minute. But as for right now, I feel like if I just blot a little bit, then we can go on about our day and we can get some more wear out of this foundation. Again, it hasn't faded anywhere that I see except for like right here on the nose, and that might have been me wiping it, but other than that, I think it looks okay. So let me see, what do I want to take? I have this right here. I guess we can take this. This is the Fenty Beauty blotting powder. So I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna take the little compact that it comes with and I'm just going to blot. So this is what I would do if I were in a time crunch and I didn't have time to find a napkin or a blotting sheet to get off the excess oils. I would literally just take my compact and blot like this. And I mean, it's touching up pretty well. Can you guys, you can definitely see the difference in the two sides. Not bad at all. This is the foundation touched up right here. Let me add me some lip balm so I don't look too cray cray, but this is it. This is us. I actually don't think it looks bad at all. I think it looks pretty darn good. The eye makeup, of course, stayed in place, which I knew that would. The eye makeup stayed in place. My lashes are good and nice and comfortable, so those stayed in place. The only thing that really faded was the lip color, because as I'm looking at my face, I can still see the blush, and you guys, my cheeks still look pretty poreless, like right up and through here. My cheeks actually look pretty poreless, and My highlight is still on, my bronzer is still there, so all the face makeup is still on my face. I am actually pretty impressed with this foundation right now. Like I said, it's a natural finish foundation. I expect to get oily. I expect it to look a certain way after a certain amount of hours, but I think it actually held up pretty well, especially considering how it touched up with that Fenty powder. And if you're not oily, I suspect your face will not look like you're frying chicken on it after that amount of time, so you're probably good with this foundation. I love the texture of it. I feel like my face just looks so good. I am in love with the texture of this foundation, and again, like after 7 hours, my face doesn't look super textured right here, which I feel like it does with most foundations. It just starts to look really textured here. Okay, girl, we might have found a new holy grail. We might have found a new holy grail. Yes. All right, let me end this video. That is it for this video, for real this time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful for you, and I think that's it. So don't forget to subscribe again if you have not, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.